We're locked in and landing.
About time you got here.
I told you you were wasting your time, Del.
I'm not taking anyone's side. All I am doing is watching the both of you. Yeah? We will see. And Mathis, I am running things around here, so keep your mouth shut. You got that?
Fine.
All right. Listen up, because I am only going to go through this once. We are here to dig up any info about Crix's legacy. We are not here to scrap for loot. Whatever you pick up, don't think, don't get creative, bring it straight to me. Before he touched off the riots, Crix spent time behind. If he cooked up any sort of a plan about his legacy... Oh, I don't know. I was really hoping. Do I have to spell everything out? Look for data slates? It's so simple, even a rook like you can't screw it up.
Hold on, no scrapping. How the hell am I supposed to make money around here?
All right, that's enough. If either of you want to fly with the Crimson Fleet, then you need to follow one simple rule. When you're on a job, you do exactly what I say. No questions asked. If that doesn't work for you, just say so, and I will leave you on this ice ball without a ship. You will be dead within hours.
Yeah. Yeah, keep talking, wise ass.
Throttle it down, both of you, right now. Oh, and there's one more thing. Your little friend can tag along until we get to the outer doors of the prison, but I will be damned if I'm letting them inside.
Fine, go on. Leave me. Just be sure and thaw me out when you return.
We have a lot of ground to cover between the landing area and the lock, so let's get moving.
Can't talk right now. We've got a job to do.
Glad you're in the fleet. If you weren't.
Let's get moving.
This better be important. We still have to get it. Make it fast. We've got to... here we are. The place where Jasper Creeks laid the groundwork for finding the Legacy, and eventually, the Crimson Fleet. The Lock. About 100 years ago, this icebox, originally, they just tossed prisoners onto the surface of Subarov. But after people cried around 5 years,
Yeah, he needs to get this thing open, like, right now. It's freezing out here.
Then crank up your suit heat, Mathis, because it's probably not going to get much better once we are inside. All right, let's keep moving. Standing out here isn't doing us any good. This ID card cost a small fortune. Let's hope it pays off. We are in. Let's go.
My day.
First time I have been inside this part of the lock, so keep your eyes open. See anything unusual, call it out. If it's hostile, take it down. Couldn't be simpler.
How many people did the UC stick down here, Dal?
A couple of hundred at least. Might not look like much, but it was better than trying to survive on the surface.
Much better. Even with the heating on, this place looks like a goddamn dump.
Now you know why the prisoners got fed up and took the Cricks to lead them out of here.
And that's how the Crimson Fleet began. Yeah, we've all heard the story.
It's not a story, Mathis. It's history. Remember that. Now, keep your mouth shut and your eyes open. This must be where they registered the prisoners before transferring them to a cell block. Could you imagine being stuck under a ton of ice like this for the rest of your life?
Yeah, sure. Must have been awful. Better them than us, though, am I right?
Wait, shut up a second. Did you hear that?
What?
Don't look at me like that. I heard something. I know it.
Must be a nest. I bet these things are crawling all over the place.
Yeah, and their buddies probably heard us firing from about 1 kilometer away. Hallelujah. Think about it, genius. You have any idea how far the sound of... Hey, how about that? Guess you're not so stupid after all.
Well, look at that. One firefight and the two of you become best buddies. Now let's see. Looks like we are inside some sort of prisoner transfer area, but everything is locked down tight. Since you are such good friends, why don't you and Mathis head up to that control room and see if you can get some more of these doors open? Can we talk later?
Can't talk right now. Got a job to do.
The whole roof's coming down!
Damn it.
Well, this is just great. The hell are we supposed to do now? The plan? Who gives a shit about the plan? Let's face it, we're on our own now. You think he rigged that collapse on purpose? I get that we're down here trying to prove ourselves. Why? Because that's what his loyal little soldiers are supposed to do? The hell with that. I have a better plan. We use this opportunity to take out Delgado, and at the same time, make some serious credits for ourselves.
Yeah, we're doing this right now.
Or maybe we should wait until the next time we're on an alien world. We bide our time, and when the moment...
Even the almighty
Oh, come on. We're just a couple of rooks. When are we ever gonna have a chance like this again? Let's pretend for a second Delgado's correct, and there's information here about Crix's legacy. Once we get rid of him, we'll dig up the garbage ourselves and sell whatever we find to Neva. We'll be rolling in credits. Hell no. Come on, we both know anything we find here about the leg. If Neva wants to spend the rest of her life chasing ghosts, let her. No way. We're going to be handing Neva leadership of the Crimson Fleet on a platter. I mean, come on. I'll bet you a month's share that he's never been this vulnerable. Are you crazy? I'm no rat for Delgado. And in case you missed it, that icefall trapped both of us. Oh, fine. Suit yourself. You know, for a second there, I was almost starting to respect you. Now, let's find a way out of here. I guess that's one way through.
Okay, Zouch. What the hell was so important that you had to drag me all the way out of A Block at this hour?
You know Jasper Crix over in D Block? He's busting out of here, and he wants me to join him.
Crix really thinks he can bust out of the lock? Why the hell am I just hearing about it now?
Crix only told the few people he trusts. He even told us to keep it to ourselves, or he'll cut our throats.
Then why the hell are you telling me?
Come on, I gotta explain this. It's because I like you, Rickard. I want you to come with me. We've been meeting in this storeroom for months to... well, you know. I was hoping we had something a little more than that.
Damn, Zouch. cared that much. You give me the signal and I'll... Oh shit, wait. I forgot to turn off the recording.
Recording? What the hell, Rickard?
We never meet down here this late. I thought you were gonna kill me, alright?
Kill you? God, no. I love you. Alright? You gotta make me say it. Shit.
I'm sorry, baby. Here, let me turn this thing off and I'll apologize. Okay?
Can't believe this is where the fleet started. It's history, man. Blows me mind. Here I thought we were going to be doing something fun, like rob a bank or something.
Can either of you hear me? Crap! Is this thing even on? Come on, we need these doors open. Just happened? After that ice fall? I didn't know what to think. Don't worry, it all goes downhill from here. Now listen up. We have obviously been cut off, so I need you to do two things. First, I want you to keep looking for a way to open the rest of the doors down here. Otherwise, I'm not going anywhere. And second, try and dig up whatever you can about Jasper Griggs. You both got that? I'll make it easy for you. If you find anything that says, this really isn't that deep. Dios mío. Do I have to explain absolutely every... You are standing in the control room for this part of the facility. Look for a switch, or a terminal, or make a wish. I don't care, just hurry! Yeah? You'd better. And tell Mathis not to get any bright ideas, or I will gut him myself.
Attention. Lockdown mode has been rescinded.
What I wouldn't give for a space heater and a hot cup of box right now.
After action report, Guard Bryant reporting. The shuttle bay techs were complaining about hearing some type of banging or scraping on the access doors, so we were sent to investigate. We headed to the surface and immediately engaged some indigenous creatures that had been burrowing through the ice. We managed to drive them off, but I'm certain they'll be back. Fortunately, our squad only suffered minor injuries. First we deal with all the maintenance issues at the lock, and now this. If this keeps up, I'm gonna request a transfer.
They aren't paying us enough to be poking through this scrap heap.
Anything we find, we're splitting 50-50, right? There's gotta be a way out of this goddamn place. So, have you changed your mind yet? Don't act stupid. I'm talking about off in Delgado and getting paid by Neva for the info on Crix. Yeah, right. You saw it back there. Those things, whatever they were, they've probably ripped him to shreds by now. Did the job for us. And if they haven't, we can still handle the job. We just have to get our hands a little dirty. Wouldn't be the first time, am I right? You didn't see. Those aliens were tearing through them like... Saved us a hell of a lot of trouble. You got a point. All right, I'll follow your lead for now. So, now that we've made it to the guard tower, what's our next move, genius? Keep doing what we've been doing. Right. Glad I asked. I suppose we should start off by searching the tower for the location of Crix's cell. If he stashed any useful information, it might still be hidden somewhere inside. Cell D03118. Okay. That's a place to start, I guess.
100 years old, eh? It's amazing this entire place hasn't collapsed by now.
No way you need all that junk.
I swear, if this isn't enough to get me into the fleet...
Someone was definitely prepping to bust out of this joint.
for hanging us out to dry. this dump. I can't imagine being stuffed down here to rot. Poor bastards. Those things are crawling right behind the walls. Ugh. Oh, that hurts! Criggs's legacy, yeah, right. Bunch of campfire tales to keep us in line, that's what they are. Delgado was right. Crix must have hit the Galbank transport and stashed away the money or something. We play this right, we're gonna be filthy stinking rich in no time. How the hell did anyone survive down here?
Okay, Carter. Confirming that the latest code to the utility room is 486111071. The mining crew tells me it'll take them a week to cut through the ice, so I'm giving you that long to square your end of the plan. When the tunnel reaches.
This place is starting to get to me. The things I do to make money. Remind me to take my next vacations. Was this an armory? Looks like they cleared this place out. Well, well, what do we have here? Give me a sec. This ought to come in handy. We actually gonna find something down here? Or is Delgado trying to get us killed? All right, let's keep moving. You gotta leave some things behind. UC must have burned some serious cash when they lost this place. Serves them right. Can you imagine how angry the prisoners were when they rioted? I would hate to have been one of the guards. While we're picking through the trash, let's grab some good stuff for ourselves. Eyes up! Incoming! You barely even count as target practice! Now they ran off. Bummer.
I'm on my second day at the lock, and I've already had a close call. Big fight broke out at C Block, and Gillespie sent us in to break it up. Might have been half a dozen inmates. It was hard to tell. We almost had it under control when one of them stuck a shiv into my leg. Luckily, the other guards dragged me out of there before he finished the job. Seems like the genius who designed this place didn't realize that the inmates would start carving weapons out of the permafrost. So now I'm cold, I'm tired, and my leg hurts like hell. Great way to start my first tour at this dump.
For a fight. Looks like this was the warden's office. They built the office right next to the shuttle bay for quick escapes, I bet. Smart.
Finally, I was about to give up. Look out the window. I'm over here. Do you have any idea how long I have been waiting? Quit screwing around and pick up. Where have you been? Pick up on the intercom. Took long enough? Use the intercom. We need to talk. ¿Qué carajos took you so long? Use the warden's intercom near the window. ¿Qué carajos took you so long? Use the intercom. We need to talk.
So cold, I swear I'll never
Quit
add ice to
screwing
my
around
drink
and
ever
pick
again.
up. I hope you found something because I am getting sick and tired of this place. I don't know. Looks like some kind of a... I'm the only one left. Damn creatures finished off the... But finding the legacy, that is going to make their sacrifice worthwhile. I knew it! Everyone said I was out of my mind! But something told me we'd find the answers down here. Looks like I picked the right people for the job.
Yup, that's right. It was a team effort all the way. We had each other's backs the whole time, Del.
Is that Mathis? Tell him to shut up so I can think.
Yeah, sorry, Del. You go right ahead.
Okay. Now all we have to do is find a way off of this planet. Let me see. Here we go. I'm looking at schematics for the lock, and I don't think there's a way to get you back to the surface from there. But I can open the outer doors to the shuttle bay and let you fly one of the shuttles down there directly up to the key. According to the schematics, there is an emergency. Then it's just a quick run across the ice to my ship, and I'll probably still beat you to the key. Don't worry about your ship. I will send some people down to get it. sure, and I wish gold coins would start raining from the sky. Now, if wishing time is over, maybe you'd be kind enough to stop running your mouth and listen for a change. Okay, let me see. One of these probably opens the door.
Shuttle bay activated. Initiating the icing process. Please stand by.
Yup, that's got it. Might take a while, though. Those bay doors have not been opened in almost a century. You have done a hell of a job, Rook. We will talk when you get back to the key.
Hey, look, well, I wanted to thank you for not being a jerk and hounding all the glory on this run. That's true. Well, thanks all the same. Look, about all that killing Delgado stuff, why don't we just forget about everything that I said? You know, like it never happened. Yeah, of course, don't worry, I'm good for it. Now, let's get the heck out of here. I need a damn drink. Let's get back to the key. Save the chatter for later, and just get us back to the key. You're slowing us down!
have something. Red apogee, surrounded by stars and the vastness of space.
Fleet vessel ID recognized. Welcome home to the Key.
Ship is now docked. Perfect.
I see a long and prosperous future ahead for the both of us. We should talk about it sometime.
To what do I owe this pleasure? Indeed I do. Goodbye, dearest.
Time to cycle the airlock and move.
Yes? Sometimes we'll take the long-range fighters out for grav jump and patrol high-traffic orbitals for fleet.
You have your orders.
Heard you boarded the Key.
It's good to have you back.
Imagine what state the pirates
What can I do for you? They're pirates in every sense of the word. That makes them especially dangerous. We'll provide you with information, but any inventory or ship services, it'll help you maintain your cover and also give you an idea. Excellent. Let me have it. It's amazing that all this romantic nonsense about Crix's legacy really just amounts to a rumor Jasper Crix picked up in jail. It just goes to show you how a tiny rumor... That it? Okay, fine. We'll be here if you need us.
Word is the fleet has you chasing ghosts on Suvorov.
Well, there's one thing spookier than a pirate.
Pardon.
Ship's detached. We're clear. A daring voyage in the oceans of space brings us. And we're docking. And complete.
I appreciate that you may have business here. I would simply ask that you conclude it quickly. I am grateful for... I will be thinking about you.
Rook, are you looking to start something? Too many missions, not enough time.
captain here's earned their stripes, bleeding for the fleet.
Long live the fleet.
There you are. The hell took you so long?
It's about time. I was about to fly down and loot your bodies.
Not now, neighbor. Well, you said you found something. Hand it over. Don't worry. You finished the job, and you...
Translation. Give them what you found.
Oh, excuse... What I meant to say was... Give me whatever you found right now.
Just cut the crap and give them what you found.
That's it? Just one slate? After losing so much of our crew, it better be a map with a big red X on it. Well, I'll be damned. Legacy wasn't referring to Crix's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A Galbank transport probably loaded with credits.
Never heard any stories about a Gal Bank ship going down. And even if it had happened, it would have been picked clean years ago.
No, neighbor. Think. If Galbank covered it up, and over time, the location was eventually forgotten, it wouldn't be on anyone's radar. Okay, this changes things. Now that we know what we are looking for, we have to narrow the search. Because they would be rolling in so much cash, not to mention they'd need someone with Shinya skills to keep the crypto tracing on the currency clean. And as far as Galbank goes, I doubt they would bother. Their bean counters would be too busy weighing the loss versus recovery costs. Now, the legacy is out there, just waiting for us to find. And the recording that you found proves that it is out there. All we have to do is find it. Let us start with what we know. It was a Galbank ship, which means the company is going to have records of where it went down. Neva, weren't you working on a deal with Rokov? Something about a big-wig charity event on one of Trident's Starliners?
Are you serious? I've been working on that gig for 3 months. That's my score.
Ay, Dios mío. Will you shut up about your score and think for a second? That Starliner has a Galbank VIP suite aboard, which means... Come on, Neva. This isn't hard.
Which means a Gal Bank exec will be aboard. We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the Gal Bank archives in New Atlantis. Holy shit, that might actually work. I'll send a message to Rokov right away.
Pack your bags, Rook. You're going on vacation. And since you've earned it, take this gun with you. Might come in handy when Rokov screws everything up as usual. It's not what you're thinking. Once you're inside, you'll be able to gain access to one of their computers and find out. Rokov is... Lately, he has been using his long-hauling skills to captain a Starliner for Trident. He has been trying to get his foot back in the door with us for years. Good, because that is exactly what you are going to be doing. Neighbor and I are too well known to walk around the Starliner without being recognized. If Trident security spotted us, it'd be over. I need you to board that ship, make contact with Rokov, and get me those credentials. I see what you are getting at, Rook. Just be sure to get those credentials. Anything else of value? You know what? I'm gonna leave that entirely up to you. If you think he's come through, but if he gets in your way... You'd better. Oh, before you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis into consideration, and I've decided to let him join the fleet. Because you're the one that finished the job. You followed orders, and you put your neck on the block to get... As far as Mathis goes, I'm sure you had to drag him through the law. We'll see. That's it then. Next stop for you is Rokov Starliner, the Siren of the Stars. And remember, Rokov does not need to know anything about Grixis legacy. For now, it's just between us. Now get out of here.
Hey, Rook. Before you head out, I need to have a word with you. Meet me at the last Nova after you wrap things up with Mathis.
Okay, Carter. Confirming that the latest code to the utility room is 486111071. The mining crew tells me it'll take them a week to cut through the ice, so I'm giving you that long to square your end of the plan.
The Crimson Fleet is not to be trusted, no matter your relationship with them.
When the tunnel reaches the armory, I'll get my people to start a riot. When you hear the fireworks go off, get your ass to the shuttle bay. We get one shot at this.
Not now,
If we play our cards right.
There you are.
It's about time.
Not now, neighbor. Well, that's it? After losing so much of our group. Well, I'll be... Legacy was...
Never heard any...
No, neighbor. Okay, this changes things.
Wrap your business up with Mathis, then we'll talk.
Hell of a job you did down there, Rook. Hell of a job.
It's me to see
I like my weapons like I like my coffee.
What are you standing around for? There's work to be done. Some missions require... Until next time.
If you're doing any lifting later, I can spot you.
Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me.
Hey, I wanted to thank you one last time for not ratting me out to Delgado. And telling him how much I pitched in. That was pretty damn cool. If he would have found out what I was planning, well, I don't even want to think about what could have happened. What? No, you gotta be crazy. All I'm gonna do is lay low for a while. Pick up a few jobs from Voth. I appreciate that. And look, if you ever need anything, an extra gun or whatever, I got your back.
I think we will be quite capable of managing by ourselves, thank you.
You just, you know, take care of yourself out there. Got a few things to sort out on my end right now. Hit me up later, and maybe we can raise some hell.
As long as you put the fleet first.
Pirates and pirates. What could go wrong in a place like this?
UC will never crush the fleet. They'd have to catch us first.
Sharks are too scared to take the key because it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
I heard this was sister.
I always thought he just
Hey, Cap. Are you hiring? Got some baddies on my tail, and I need a place to lay low.
Go out and do a job.
I'm a smuggler. Making enemies comes with a job.
My friend's got a point, Bog.
I suppose I can't rightly blame you for that. They're easy enough to avoid in places like this.
Deep space for stick change.
Oh, I'm a real scrapper. Good in a fist fight. I've also got pretty sticky. They're a group of cultists who operate on the edges of known space. Big on grudges too.
First off, the creds you spent.
If the Varun zealots don't sound like a problem.
Second, if either of you bums lay a finger on those creds,
Wouldn't be much of a smuggler if I wasn't willing to cut a deal with.
and serve the guts as sushi. Now, I can buy a drink.
I know how much I'm worth. You're a good negotiator, Cap. Jeez.
Hey, my fellow Rook. How's it going?
If you need credits, hit up the mission boards at the call.
We call UCC Sharks. But to the fleet.
Ah, I was wondering. The name's Fergus. But welcome to the last. Guilty? You name it, I got it. Although we don't believe in expiration dates. Got it back in my experimental day. Before we fixed up Nova, she was... I figured some of what's growing around here could make some decent booze. Some might say only. As long as you're buying. The last Nova never sleeps. Since it's your first time with us, I'm willing to... one free bottle of Bog's Grog. That's the spirit. I knew you'd be the adventurous type. And if you like it, you're in luck. Cheapest drink you can... Now that's a trade secret, mate. But nothing to worry about. I've been serving only things that killed my customer. Nova wasn't always the lovely. She used to be a hydro farm and put up overgrown water everywhere. I almost gave up. Bog's Grog and... Next time you need a party, come and find me.
Every time I see...
There you are. All right, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole Rokoff on the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me. My score involves a one-time event being held aboard the site. If anyone finds out the Crimson Fleet's aboard that Starliner, there's no way I'm gonna miss this one. I'm about to tell you, so shut up and listen. Rokov's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Gal Bank credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me. No. Dombrowski's only aboard to use the Gal Bank VIP suite, so he can catch a free ride at the company's. I'm sure he'll be there, partying with the other spoiled. From the pictures I've seen, the award is set with 12 blue diamonds, and if I get Jazz to take it apart, I can turn it into a hell of a... And I'd prefer to have the money that award's worth in my account. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay. Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands. Got it?
I suppose it is up to you to decide whether it is worth it.
Yeah, ES, Earth, Savior. Get it? Come on. Keep up with me here. I got about... All Rokov does is feed me information. If I ask him to lift a finger, he gives me enough. If you want my advice, leave him completely out of the loop. Otherwise, it's gonna cost both of them. Yeah? And who do you think Delgado's gonna back in a dispute? You, over me. Psh, please. All right, Rook, we're done here. Now, get your ass to the Siren and bring me my goods. Good. Why are you still here? Hit me up if you got questions.
What's your point?
There are a good many places I would rather be right now.
Don't even try to rip me off. See anything you'll... We can talk about whatever... Come back and see me sometime.
Need something?
In the fleet, you either put up, shut up, or die.
So, looks... Once again, I'm Jack. Like Neva said, you need ship... Neva's mine, so don't be getting it. She may be a little rough around. There's no one better to... Neva's the only one who calls me. To you and everyone else? It may not be wider, but I can guarantee your ship will be in good. We got the best selection in the settled systems. No. You buy from me. I can't have my customers getting caught now, can I? Anything that keeps the UC and just let me know when you want it. Truth is, of course, I wouldn't have needed rescuing. Delgado plucked me out of space. I took one look at the place and was compelled to work. Soon after... Serious enough that you don't have a chance in hell? Neva's got a fire in her. She doesn't half-ass a damn thing. I don't mind helping. And I need your cash.
If you got any spare creds or just
Ship
need
services?
to unload some junk.
All business and no. I'd love to take your money. Oh.
Welcome back, Agent. You're clear to dock at docking port 1.
Air pressure, seals, ship integrity, all good. Docking is complete. Good work, Captain. Talk to me.
Excuse me. Officer Petrosian likes books. Sometimes I feel like a library.
We'll keep the brig ready for any pirates you bring in. Welcome to the brig. As a member of SysDef, you may talk. As a personal rule, I simply ask. That means no mud on your boots. Besides the fact that it's healthier, in my experience, a prisoner will hide. The cleaner a space is, the easier it is. Excellent. And all that being said, I understand your mission directive might call for flexibility on my part. So if you need to be a rum-drinking, swashbuckling pirate to do your job, then I will do my best to clean up after you. He's a good man, singularly focused when it comes to the fleet. I can tell you a story as an example of it. Usually only when he has business here. But given he sees barely a glance of me most days, so I'm a bit of a workaholic. One day, Commander Ikan, he takes one look at my haggard face and says, "Officer, I'm headed to the mess hall." I tried to protest, but he was dead serious. So I went with him. It's little things like that. You can see he... We have multiple turrets attached to the ceiling. That being said, firing the turret. The cells you see here are for... If you apprehend any pirates during the course of your... That's a loaded question. But with the Crimson Fleet, you have to be very careful. Verbally, yes. Sometimes that blood spills up. Yes, although it's always a balance. At the end of the day, but I'll be the first to admit it's not an exact... As chief officer of this brig, as a matter of fact, I understand that part of your undercover. While you're there, if you find anything... It's not, and purely voluntary. I appreciate it. I've actually heard rumors about there being audio logs for an interview the founder of the fleet. I'm interested in anything he had to say regarding his time in... If you find anything like that... The fleet and the UC are intertwined. And I've always felt, in life, history can be a gap. And if you want to know which one it is, you have to... No, the prisoner surrendered. This is probably the safest place. You can chat with him, if you have. Until next time.
Lost a bet to one. I miss the sun on Jemison. Once I get time off, that's the first place I'm jumping.
Some of the guards keep the floors and your nose clean, and you can stay as long as you...
Yes? What?
I guess you think I have some sad story to tell? That I met some sick orphans on New Homestead and grew a conscience? Or maybe you're the cynical type. And you think I turned a new leaf because I wanted Sistef to go easy on me. The truth is a bit more complicated than that. Exactly. But we've got time, so why don't you indulge me? You see, at my age, you know who you are. And I've always been a thief. I'd swipe a cred stick for my own mother if it had enough zeros on it. But even in a group of cred-hungry thieves, a man has to have a code. Rules. I do. You finish a job, it's supposed to be done. You get the rush and the relief. But in the fleet, doing the job isn't the hard part. In the fleet, you gotta worry about the guy sleeping next to you, and if he's gonna take a bigger piece of the pie. You gotta wake up the next morning and wonder why your slice is missing and the crumbs are stuck to his face. And put a bigger target on my back? The second you drag me into some private room, you're Yeah, I've had some work done. If you got the Crimson Fleet on. As for the name, that was actually the hard part. You can use 100. Now you can pay a guy to delete the list, but Neva probably paid the same guy to hit rewind. And here we are. Well, for one, they don't have much in the way of loot, but they're still important to somebody. You can't just blow up one without it showing up on SSNN, or UC Captain getting a 10-inch stack of slates on his desk. But more importantly, do-gooders are predictable. The pirate code changes depending on who's reciting it. Honest folks, they have a habit of writing their rules down. Why did I join the Regana? Truth is, I just wanted a good night's sleep.
Orders came down. Some new science division policy. Everyone on board's to look out for heat inches.
I miss the sun on Jemison.
I haven't seen my family in a while. Mission takes priority.
I bet operations on the key are a clown show.
Well, Mr. Dunnett, your diagnostics check out, so that's good. Hey, it looks like your foundational gears are due for a viscosity check.
Vigilance is our flagship. Back in basic training, I had the record for fleet kills.
I don't know about you. People who work undercover, when I fly, I want someone beside me. But you... that isn't it. But yours happen to come from a different... I cut my teeth on space trucks, believe it or not. Before I got... But after a couple slick escapes, I got... Thing is, some of my best tricks were with a big rig. Ever try a pitchback with a hope compared to that? Doing it with a military fund. Long story. I got my start in the academy and made it... I eventually got recruited to do test flight. Me and 3 other Archangel pilots did some work on some But I caught in a few favors and got back home with Sistef. You guessed it. In fact, I'd say you've got... But I'm not just any pilot. On that, we agree. I guess we'll have to test that theory out someday, hotshot. So long.
I saw one of the ensigns get an Alpha Centauri from Officer
Wherever the
Trojan the other day.
Drink too
We'll
much
take his
coffee
job
last
very
night.
seriously.
Need to swap shifts.
What are we hearing in terms of chatter?
Not much. Some talk about new personnel and some speculation regarding the fate of the Morgana.
How's the training coming along? Okay. Did you hear anything
right.
else?
Particular love for the UC, or their bravado.
Maintenance crews are the unsung heroes of the Vigilance. Ensign Betty does a ton of work keeping things shipshape.
Okay, hello.
Operations does good work. If any fleet are setting up operations out there, it's only a matter of time before we take them down. Once we get rid of all... I got mess hall duty next week. Everybody's gotta take their turn.
Sys-Def Marines are the best of the best. Sys-Def Marines are the best of the best.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Sys-Def Marines are the best of the best.
You're back. So how did it go? Frankly, it's because we've never gotten this far before. The last agent I sent to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet ended up in a morgue on New Atlantis. Even with our best intelligence equipment, we can monitor very little from the Vigilance. We can pick up local communications chatter and use long-range scans to see where you travel. But when you're on the ground, you're on your own. If we get too close, we not only expose ourselves to an attack, but we might blow your cover. And that could get everyone killed. Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Brooke.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet? If the intelligence I've read is accurate, Delgado is a charismatic leader, but a bit short on judgment. That's why you want to stay on his good side, and stay away from Neva. She's shrewd, and she sniffed out everything we've thrown her way. I understand your concern, but you can rest assured that every member of this crew has been thoroughly vetted by both myself and Lieutenant Toft. Any information that you turn over will not be leaving this ship until... Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
I have never heard of such a thing.
I'm surprised. I thought this was one of those tales that made it to every corner of the settled systems.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause. Well, let's find out if Delgado's chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Gal Bank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move? That one's simple. We monitored your ships heading down to the surface of Suvorov. In fact, when he returned to the key and you didn't immediately follow, well, we almost thought our operation was terminated. Can you imagine the amount of embarrassment Gal Bank would have to endure if they listed a lost transport in the ship registry? Doesn't matter if that ship went down 5 or 500 years ago. If news gets out that a bank has misplaced money, it would tank their value. Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Gal Bank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Crix was clever. For some reason, he never got there. Because the Crimson Fleet would be a totally different adversary, and Crix wouldn't have disappeared years ago. Even if they hid the money with that damn human computer Shinya Voss, our forensic accounting people would have found that data. No, the Crimson Fleet are in dire shape right now. They haven't seen that much currency, well, ever. And let Neva Mora take his place, or Shinya Voss, or any one of a number of pirates already gunning for his position. No. The solution is to stick to the undercover operation and determine how much of this is truly a credible threat. It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. We're both dismissed.
Remember to turn in any evidence, Frack. I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Go back. Anything to report? Good luck.
any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?